All right, Paul, it is guillotine season here at Fantasy Life
Yes.
on the Fantasy Life show.
All
And
right.
let's make it simple, man. In your own words, what even is a guillotine fantasy football league?
All right. It's a standard season long league, but everything after that changes. First, we play with up to 18 teams because there's 18 weeks in the season. No head to head, Ian. Instead, every week, the low scoring team gets chopped from the league completely and their roster goes to the waiver wire where the rest of us are bidding to build superstar rosters. If you can survive, just not finish last by October, November, you've got a crazy superstar laden rosters. All you have to do is not finish last. Ian, can you not finish last any week of the season? Can you do it?
I guess we're going to find out because I know I'm in a couple of these guillotine leagues with you this year,
Yeah,
Paul. And
baby.
again, you have so much content on fantasylife.com that I was going through last evening, and I'd invite everyone else to do so. Again, all free and help get you ready. But some of the points you made, man, I thought were great. Where, again, your quote, in a guillotine league, your season can end any week. You're going to experience playoff level anxiety each and every week
Yes.
out there. And you mentioned how week one, again, there's 18 teams, only one is losing. You have a 94.4% of survival, but by week
Right.
17, that's down to 50%. So it is this weird phenomenon where you're probably okay. You have a 50% or better chance of surviving each and every week. But man, I mean, I already get the Monday Night Football scaries in my, redraft league just trying to get the W. I'm
Yeah.
imagining, man, things are turned up quite a few notches when it's literally, difference of your season ending or getting to advance.
Monday night in a guillotine league is amazing for everybody. If your butt is on the line, I don't know whatever. I'm not sure what we can exactly say. If your season is on the line, Ian, obviously you're watching very closely, right? You need your tight end. God forbid, Jelani Woods, right? Our beloved Jelani
Oof.
Woods. I need 3 catches for
RIP.
50 yards from Jelani Woods on Monday night, or I'm getting chopped and my season's over. That's obviously a big deal. But even if you're safe on a Monday night, you know what you're doing, Ian. You are like a vulture circling over the soon to be corpses in your league. And you're looking at the rosters, and I'm looking at Ian's team, and I'm like, oh, Ian might get knocked out. He's got Christian McCaffrey. Oh, baby. Here we go. And you start rooting for good teams to get chopped. So let's play this Christian McCaffrey out. Let's say it's week one. You've got the team with Christian McCaffrey gets chopped. Maybe McCaffrey plays great, but the rest of the team flops, and that team gets chopped. Ian, you've got $1,000 of fab to last you the rest of the season. And here comes Christian McCaffrey on the waiver wire in week one. How much you laying down?
I was going to ask you that question, Paul, because for me, it seems like, man, that's the 101 guy. But on the other side of things, I mean, yes, Christian McCaffrey, everyone's consensus RB1 for a reason. But at the same time, man, if you can survive a couple of weeks, we're going to see Brees Hall and Bijan out there as well soon enough. So again, in a redraft league, if one of your idiot friends gets too drunk and drops Christian McCaffrey, we're using 100% every single dollar
Right.
we got. I'm trying to trade for more fab. But for someone like McCaffrey or CeeDee Lamb or Justin Jefferson, like a true round one pick, what would you recommend the fab for like an early season waiver edition?
Well, the key to the early season fab is don't spend your fab, because all the newbies are going to be like, oh my God, it's Christian McCaffrey on the waiver wire, $985. And those guys, and sure, you pick up Christian McCaffrey, or pick up CeeDee Lamb, and those guys, they'll keep you afloat for a few weeks. But the problem is into October, you're sitting on $50. Meanwhile, the rest of us have got $1,000 or most of our money left, $900. And even better teams are getting chopped every week of the season. And remember, Christian McCaffrey could get chopped 4 times in a season. It's possible. Even Christian McCaffrey, pick a player. So this is not your only chance to get Christian McCaffrey, but the newbies are going to get it confused and they're going to overspend early. We are not. We're going to show a little discipline, Ian.
And again, guys, you're starting off 18 freaking teams out here. So the rosters won't be looking all that great, but just imagine by the time you get to week 12, week 13, as it continues to dwindle down, as Paul notes, benching guys like Tyreek Hill might be surreal, but it actually can happen late in a guillotine league season. And again, can only imagine just the pressure you're putting on yourself when you're benching someone like Tyreek Hill when that goes wrong. Whole new level of dread here only in guillotine leagues.